This New Day cooking segment brought to you by Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery, powered by Electrolux.
Welcome back to New Day. A quest to eat better can sometimes be derailed by stress or even boredom. A new book, Eat Your Feelings, helps us stay on track by offering up mood-boosting twists to favorite comfort foods. Please welcome the author from the website Food Mood Girl, Lindsey Smith. Look at you.
Thank you. Yes. Always in theme. Always in theme.
Right on theme. So you say that there are things we can do with what we eat to actually make us feel better, or at least facilitate a better mood.
Yes, absolutely. And in my new book, I actually broke down all of the recipes by emotions. So it's,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. If you want something sweet, if you want something doughy, you know, how you feel about that. And so the idea of comfort food isn't off the table. It's just twisting it up so that it's a healthful comfort food.
Yes, and I think, you know, so many of us look at emotional eating as a bad thing. We think, oh, I'm eating my feelings, or I'm stressed and I need this. But I really wanted to take back what it means to be an emotional eater, because really, we were born that way. If you think about a baby, what do they do when they're hungry? They cry. What do I do sometimes when I'm hungry? I cry. So I wanted to reclaim what it means to be an emotional eater and kind of take that back and say, okay, this is your body's way of telling you things that maybe you need for your mood and for your emotions. And so if you are, you know, sad and you want ice cream, you can have ice cream, but there's just a different, in my approach, there's just a, you know, you include mood boosting foods to help you actually, you know, with that emotion.
I love this. So where shall we start?
All right, well today we're going to make an almond chia bread.
Is that what this is?
That's
that
what
looks so good.
It's so delicious. And the thing, I'm kind of lazy when it comes to cooking. I know it's funny because I wrote a cookbook, but I like things that are really easy because people are busy, we don't have a lot of time. So this, you can put it just in, I have a little Ninja here, or a food processor, but you can just throw all of the ingredients here and process it, and there you have your bread.
And then put it in the pan and you're good. All right, let's do it. Look at these adorable little bowls. We were just talking about whales, and she's got little whale bowls here.
Always on theme and not even knowing it.
You're amazing.
So we have some almond flour there, so we'll go ahead and put
all of it?
This. Yep.
Okay.
This is all measured out appropriately.
So about how much is this?
This is about 2 cups of almond flour.
It says 1 cup. They're measuring cups. This is adorable.
And then we're actually going to put some of those chia seeds in there.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is, how much is that?
It is a quarter cup.
There we go, 1/4 of a cup.
And does that give us protein, or what do we get in the
chia
seeds?
So chia seeds, when you think of chia, you know.
I immediately think of,
well, they're actually the same seeds. And when you put
I'm not going to get
no, you're not going to sprout hair like that. But what they do is they actually expand in your stomach, so they help you feel fuller longer.
Oh, okay.
You know, so when
that's kind of creepy, but that's cool to know.
Then we're going to put a little bit of baking soda in here. This is about 2 teaspoons. And then a little salt. And then we will actually kind of blend these ingredients here with
I have no idea how this thing works.
I know,
so I'm going to turn it over to you.
We got this. Okay. So this goes on.
I know. Super part on top.
Yep.
Wow.
And we'll just do that a few times just to get it nice and mixed in.
Now, is this as strong as a blender, or is this sort of just a little mixer-upper kind of thing?
It's like a food processor, so it you know, processes, mixes up any, you know, food processor that you would have at home and work. I just like this one because it's very easy to clean, and
mine's too small, so I need to invest in a larger one. Okay.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to put our liquid ingredients in.
I mentioned that. 5 eggs.
5 eggs. So this is a good source of protein. Again, helps with your mood. We're going to put a little coconut oil in it as well. I think this is about 1/4 of a cup. And this actually helps keep the bread very moisturized, so it's not dry.
Which is part of what we, you know, feels good. But
yes.
The mouth feel is very important to bread. If it tastes like cardboard, that does not enhance one's mood.
No, no. And actually, we eat with our senses. You know, that's a big part of food. Now I put a little bit of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons, just to give it a little sweetness.
Okay.
But you can, if you like a more salty, savory bread, you can just add a little bit more coconut oil and salt rather than the maple syrup.
Interesting.
All right, now we are going to...
Need your gizmo?
Yes.
This is very intriguing.
We'll just blend here for a couple seconds, and then we'll take it off, and we'll just, if you want to grab a spatula.
Sure.
Always on brand and on color. And we'll get the sides down, and then we can actually just pop this out See, that's what I like about it, because then you can
Excellent.
continue mixing.
And then we just mix it up. And
Yeah.
so it's basically going to look like cake batter, right?
Yeah.
The seeds are all in there. Could we use other kinds of seeds if we wanted to?
Yeah, you can use any type of seeds that you want. I actually like to add a little bit of sunflower seeds,
Sunflower seeds.
in the mixture. It just gives it a nice texture, and then I also like to put them on top.
All right, I think I've got it pretty mixed up.
Yeah,
Do you
good
approve?
job. I
There you go.
approve. And so see, it's kind of like a cake batter, the consistency, that's what you want. And then, whoops, and then you can add a little sunflower seeds to it. And then I like to keep some sunflower seeds out, because as you can see on the finished here, I just sprinkle them.
When do you sprinkle those? When they go in the oven? Or?
Yep,
Okay.
right before you go in the oven.
That's easy. It's just one little trick.
Yep, so then you mix that up, and then we would just put it in a baking loaf pan.
Yep. And pour it up.
Pour it up. You can grease it. I usually use coconut oil because I have some on hand.
Right.
And then you bake it, pop it in the oven, bake for like 35, 40 minutes, and you have this delicious, moist, yummy bread.
And the angels sing. Let's talk quickly about the other things that you have that are also mood boosting.
Yeah, so we also have what I call the Happy Quinoa Bowl. So if you have leftover quinoa, you can use it for breakfast. Most people don't think of using quinoa for breakfast, but it's very similar to oats. You can add different almond butter, you can add different fruits, veggies. I actually like to make savory quinoa bowls in the morning. I know that's probably going to be a trend. You wait for it. That's going to be a trend. And then we have turmeric lemonade. So this is just an upgrade to a lemonade.
Really interesting.
And turmeric is great if you're feeling stressed, because when you're feeling stressed, you should fuel your body with grounding food. So turmeric is a root, it's grounding, and it helps just make you feel calmer. And so I added a little lemon, water, and then if you want to sweeten it with a little maple syrup, you can. If not, if you can just do the turmeric lemonade as is.
I like all of these ideas, including the preserves on top of that bread.
Yes.
So you can join Lindsey for a fun evening chatting about Eat Your Feelings tonight at 6:30 at Book Larder in Fremont. More info is on our webpage, along with a recipe for almond chia bread and her book as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
This
you.
is awesome. That looks so delicious. And a bonus, Lindsey brought copies of her book for everybody here. So I know you'll enjoy that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Up next, managing a chronic condition affecting the heart. Wellness Wednesday continues after a quick break.